Peace, family. What's good? It's your man Ocean. We back at it. Freedom fight continues. Welcome to the Chieftain Network, where we get into and we divulge into a whole lot of different topics. Today we're going to discuss Adam22 being a cuck, being a sucker, and just, you know what I'm saying, not representing the virtues and the stand-up toughness and just male philosophy of manhood. And it's a couple clips on Twitter where AndrewTate, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if you're a fan of Andrew Tate. I really don't know much about Andrew Tate, but he is, for lack of better words, he's going in and destroying Adam22 and his wife for being on this. If you don't know, Adam22 is this no jumper dude, and he done put a lot of bullshit into the hip-hop culture, hip-hop community. He's basically a culture vulture, but it's come out lately that he's a cuck, and he's married to a porn star, and he's going around he's on a crusade now defending the fact that he let his wife sleep with other men. And Andrew Tate is totally annoyed and totally just don't get the line of thinking, and neither do I. So I'm gonna play these couple of clips that's on Twitter. I'm gonna play these clips. It's two of them. So I'm gonna play the first one, then I'm gonna react to the first one, then I'm gonna play the second one, then I'm gonna react to the second one, and we're gonna get out of here.
I don't want to make personal enemies of people I don't know. There's a guy called Adam22. Once again, I have no idea who this man is. I just saw on Twitter yesterday that he was with a porn star who'd never done a male scene. They got married, and like a week after their marriage, she did her first male scene with some random dude. And he's on a podcast defending it.
But his wife had sex with somebody else?
Correct. Why? Like, this is the level you could, but this is what the Matrix wants from you as a man. They want the woman in charge and the man below with no backbone, because if the woman's in charge, they can emotionally affect her. They can scare her. You can scare a woman easier than you can scare a man. A man. A real man's hard to scare. A woman you can make afraid of the vaccine. Right? Be afraid. COVID. Be scared. If she's in charge of the household, I would argue in nearly any household where the female was dominant, everyone's vaccinated. I would argue that point.
Okay, so that's the first clip, and that was more of a V-word clip, but it was still just using Adam22 as a point of reference as being a weak ass man. And you know, if you alone, I don't know. I don't think me and Adam Tate got much in common, but we do have the points in common of the man has to be strong and masculine and not just, you know what I'm saying, led around by the nose from a woman. Now anyway, I'm gonna get into this to this second clip, because this is a little bit more. On this clip right here, Adam being the cuck that he is and being in the presence of a much more masculine dude in Adam Tate. They pull up to him and his wife, Adam22, pull up to Tate podcast, and Adam really showed his true colors when he offered his fucking wife to Adam Tate, and Adam Tate turned her down because he not interested in nothing like that. So we're gonna get into that clip now.
And last thing I want to say is this, well, not last thing, but I think I asked this, but wait, so Lennon, which sex was better? Because you haven't had you and Adam, sorry, Jason was the first dick you had.
You know what? Right? Let me say something. I find this very uncomfortable to talk about. There's not many things I find uncomfortable, but I just find this uncomfortable to talk about. And the reason is not because, I mean, I'm an adult, I know what sex is, of course, I've lived a very varied life. I just feel like, I don't know, we have so many people watching us, and we're just talking about dick and vagina. Don't you think this is below us? I don't know, we're all pretty intelligent people. We talk about the Matrix and how they're trying to dumb us all down and trying to control all of our minds. And this base instinct talk, I find it very uncomfortable. I'm not comfortable being on this stream. If I was sitting with a woman next to me, the last thing I would talk about is our personal life. I just don't think it's the smart thing to do. And I don't think that it is. I don't have any interest in the personal sex life of any married couple, and I don't want to hear about it, and I don't want to talk about it. And I just find it very uncomfortable. I'm extremely uncomfortable in this situation. That's the truth. And I'm not saying that from a position of weakness. I'm saying it from a position of strength. I don't like talking about these things. I don't like talking about women getting fucked. I don't like talking about what I do with women. I don't like talking about any of it. I think that what I do in the bedroom with a woman who I care about should be, to a degree, sacred. And I think it should be completely private, absolutely. And I don't want to hear about anyone else fucking. I want to make something clear to the I don't watch porn. I've never bought an OnlyFans. I've never paid for sex. My relationship with sex involves love, and I don't think it should happen outside of love. And I think that's the way that sex should operate. And I think that when you decide, and once again, I could be wrong, when you decide to keep sex exclusively for love, there's something beautiful and special about it. And if you decide not to do that, then you keep chasing a new high. And you can have threesomes and fuck a bunch of girls, and I'm not saying I haven't done it, but eventually you're constantly just chasing a new high, and you end up just doing something weird. Whereas if you just say, I only have sex with girls I love, then it's always special, and it's always pretty.
Okay, so that wasn't the clip that I thought it was gonna be, but it was an interesting clip because I agree. Maybe I need to listen to Adam Tate a little bit more to see what all we do agree on. Because I agree that I don't want to talk about your sex life, even if you my partner, my brother. I don't want to talk about your sex life with you and your lady, bro. Because at the end of the day, you gonna make me want your lady. You're gonna end up making me want your lady. And I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm just coming from a real standpoint of, yeah, if you, whatever you advertising, if you make it look good enough, I'm gonna want some of that. So I totally agree with Tate on that. But I'm gonna see if I can find, it was one more clip, and I'm gonna try to play it. I'm gonna see if I can find the correct clip of Adam22 being the cuck and offering his wife. Maybe this the one of him offering the wife right here. He want me to sign in. Nah, I ain't signing in shit. Oh man. Go back to the story. Come on now. So let me see. I'm looking for that clip. I think this is the one right here.
You were ever interested in doing your first ever double penetration scene that me and Lena, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like,
yo, dude,
would he be a suitable candidate? Would you,
AndrewTate,
can I tap him in?
I don't know. No. He looks Bill.
Oh, yeah, can I fill in real quick? Andrew, you know,
you're out. Aiden, we can't look you. You're not in this conversation anymore.
Fair enough. Go ahead, Andrew. Would you Andrew, would you double penetrate her, bro? Would you do that, Andrew? Go ahead. Finish the answer question.
All pop together, is that chill?
There's absolutely 0% chance of that happening. And it's not because Elena is particularly unattractive. It's because she's married to Adam, and I have no interest in degenerate, pointless sex, and I have no interest in making a spectacle of myself, or even just involving myself in anything which I deem to be overall haram and pointless. It's just not something I'd be interested in. There's not a single amount of money on the planet you could pay me to undertake. So
shout out to all. It's not doing.
All right. So you see, that was just Adam22 just cowering and tucking his tail and saying, "Here, take my lady and have your way with my lady." She like that type of shit anyway, and it's just. It's an awful look for him. It's an awful look for anybody that he represent, anybody that's following him, and you know what I'm saying, that whole Adam22 in any type of regard. So, you know, you see how I feel about it. I can't even really I don't even really want to keep going on this. The video a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. So just let me know how you feel about this, man. Adam22 in 100% sucker mode, 100% cuck mode. He like for other men to touch on his wife. Apparently, I don't know. I don't know. I ain't even gonna say he can't satisfy. I don't know why. No, not my lady. I'm gonna end that right there. Not my lady. Anyway, it's your boy Ocean, Chieftain Network. Thank you very much for tuning in, seeing what we had on tap today. Come back again. We'll do this shit again. Your boy is out.